Hello, everybody. It's Urena, your favorite therapist. I'm back here with my fabulous friends. I have Alexander, I have Shamika, and I have Donald. We're not a couple. We're just in here in this tight little box so that you can see us all. But I just want to make it clear we're just here in tight quarters, but nobody's booed up. But I want to welcome you back to my relationship and love segment of Serenity Relations with Urena. I'm going to be talking about part 2 of the Dear Black Man, Dear Black Woman blog that's been very popular, and we want to conclude it and do our part 2. Everyone's asking, when are you going to do the part 2? Well, it's happening now. So thank you so much for coming back, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook, Serenity B Health, and Serenity Behavioral Health.net. And so moving on, we're going to first talk about Dear Black Man from the Loving Black Woman. There were several that we did not get a chance to talk about, and so I wanted to get you all's opinion on what you all thought about what the contributing writers said, and then we'll go from there. From Dear Black Man from the Loving Black Woman, we have Sunshine. And so Sunshine said, I want the black man to know that it's not an attack on him if he's called out on his nonsense. It's healthy to take responsibility for his poor choices and actions. I also need him to know that he doesn't always have to try and prove how strong of a man he is. It's okay to be vulnerable and show your emotions. It makes you human. What do you guys think about what Sunshine said?
Sunshine. I just figured it out within the last few years, like in the last 3 years, somewhere in there. It's like, yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
Okay.
Hands down. Be sure with yourself. If you don't know, you don't know. And if someone wants to show you, that's fine. As long as you're cool with yourself, you're good. I promise you that.
All right. Anybody else want to talk about Sunshine?
Don't lie
I
to
don't
yourself.
really have much more
What'd you
to
say
add.
about
You
what she
pretty
said?
much summed up everything pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, the main thing is you gotta be sure in yourself and be confident in yourself. Learn to admit when you wrong and when you don't know things.
Right.
Yeah. So you didn't take it as her male bashing.
No, I took it as, oh, okay. I'll do that too then.
Okay.
It's almost like, ooh, would you please wear this button-down shirt for me? And she does it. Okay, well, you give me a suggestion.
All right.
That's fine. Cool, I'll do it. I'm good. I'm game.
All right, cool. So next we had Jimmy Jam. Jimmy Jam says, black men need to know that black women are strong and independent, but need them. Most of all, quit allowing us to feel like we can do this thing called life without you. I need time, consistency, security, and affection from the black man. Jimmy Jam. Anybody have words about Jimmy Jam?
I don't think you're saying read the piece to
I need time. Oh, okay. Quit allowing us to feel like we can do this thing called life without you.
You have to put out what you want to see. You said you're allowing somebody to do that. You have to do it yourself. You can't give other people that much control over your life. So.
Okay.
And then part of the control is allowing somebody to have some control over your life. And that's part of it. Like,
how do we know what the balance is?
Right.
Communication
Yeah.
Okay.
is really what it is. It's communication.
Okay.
It's like I'm strong in myself to understand that I want to do what you want from me. And if you're willing to give that, then that's all the power to you.
Okay. Shortly said, I want the black man to know that we black women are not all angry. We understand your struggle and support you because when it affects you, it affects us. She also said, I need you to know that I love you, all of you.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory.
Very factual. Yeah.
I have a great mom. And so with that being said, I understand that there are some black women out there who appreciate the black man, or they appreciate uplifting the black man, understanding the struggle that goes on with it.
Yeah.
And so credit mom. Hey mom, credit. Because I understand.
Hey, Donald's mom.
Appreciate that.
We credit you too. All right, Green Tea said, I want the black man to know that I am enough and that I know how to love you. If only you allow me and only me to show you. You can't receive my full potential if you're dividing my time with others. I also want you to know that when you meet me and share your expectations of a woman, I am that woman. And I can meet and exceed all of your expectations.
Okay.
She sounds very confident in her abilities to do whatever she needs to do for her significant other, which is a very good trait. But you got to realize sometimes the person that you're trying to be everything for may not be enough for you.
Indeed. You said
You said that.
that.
You said that, Alexander.
I like that.
Alexander. What do you think about her saying about dividing her time with others? Because that's common, especially here in
That
Atlanta.
is-
That's very true. You
Yes,
can't
it
give
is.
your all to something if you're only there half the time.
Right.
That happens. And also people get caught up in emotion. Sometimes you're wanting security and stability, and when your guy's giving you some security and stability, you're missing the emotional aspect from it because they're out trying to get that stability. And then you miss the emotional, and it's like, no, all of a sudden some guy comes around and shows you emotional, it's like, oh shit.
But no, I agree with her on that. Like, I've been in a relationship and it's like, oh, I'm trying to cook, I'm trying to clean, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to, help you build, I'm trying to this, and then, you have this woman, and you have this friend doing that, and it's, for me, it's like, you know what, I'm done. Like, because you don't have appreciation for all the things that I'm trying to do for you, and at some point, because you know and love yourself enough, you have to pull back, because it won't be appreciated, because it's a lot for anybody to try to divide themselves and still do for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Pretty Brown Eyes said, I need you to stop acting like you don't care when you truly do. I need you to be sensitive to my needs, and I need you to be honest. Follow through on your word and don't abandon me when the times get tough. Understand that I'm human and that I make mistakes. Look at my intentions before you jump to conclusions or misinterpret something I say or do.
Who was that?
Pretty Brown Eyes.
Pretty Brown
Pretty
Eyes was
Brown
with someone who was weak.
Is what?
She was with someone who was weak.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Because the thing is if a guy is really into you, he's going to really be into you and what you're all about.
Okay.
And if that's not the case in no scenario in which it seems like she was talking about, then he really wasn't into you. He was more into himself.
Okay.
Or he was just too immature.
Okay. All right. Jagged pill to swallow.
That's pretty agreed. Yeah.
Pretty agreed. Okay, all right then. And then I think we're about Belle. Belle said, Black man, I love you. I value courtship, and I want to know that you pay attention to the little things at times. I want to know that you find me sexy, smart, and adore me. I would love to be led by a man and submit, but I don't want to be controlled. There's a huge difference. Be honest with me and let me decide what I want to be a part of or not a part of. When I ask for communication, that means active listening, talking, action. Consistency is the key. Take initiative, plan things, and be spontaneous. The little things go a long way.
Yeah, she's looking for an actual man. A lot of people don't know how to do that. Whenever you're dealing with a woman of any caliber, any substantial value, you're gonna have to go out of your way to do things to show her that you're worth it and that she's worthy. So she just wants a real man.
Right, exactly. So if you one of those guys who in the studio with a bunch of other guys and your pants sagging to where your booty curve showing to other guys, she don't want you.
Chances are, if he's doing all
How
that,
about
He ain't
You
got
don't
time
want
for
her
all that stuff.
Right.
Don't worry.
if I'm in a relationship with a woman, my top priority ain't another man.
Right. Or looking at his booty curve because your pants sagging too
I'm
much.
done.
That ain't what I'm
I
doing.
think you like just saying
What
booty
a
curve.
dog.
You just like saying
Nah,
booty curve.
That's his word of the day.
That
It's
shit's
upsetting.
upsetting.
That's your pet
Yeah,
peeve.
It's upsetting. Yeah.
I get it.
I saw that
I
earlier
that.
today and
I don't see a
was
booty
upset.
curve.
I know.
What?
All right. So, dear Black woman from the Loving Black Man, we didn't. So last time we talked about a number of them, but we wanted to highlight some of the other men who contributed. Mr. Get It Right. Mr. Get It Right said, "I want the Black man to know that she doesn't have to be in control to be recognized. There
Yeah.
only needs to be. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I want the Black woman to know that she doesn't have to be controlled to be recognized. There only needs to be one leader in the house. Never a dictator, but a leader when it comes to making important decisions.
I'm all right with being led.
You all
if
right?
You are a good leader.
I got you.
I'm
I
all
got
right
you.
with it.
Right. Just don't lead us off a cliff
Absolutely.
or in a burning desert
I think
with
that
no water.
men have to understand the responsibility with being a leader and what that really means.
Being a leader is something that has to be earned, and just because you're male don't make you a man.
That's right.
Being a leader also means that you listen to the other person,
Mhm.
and then you can lead better because you understand where you're trying to go.
A lot of people get the difference between, like they said, the difference between a boss and a leader. A boss will tell you, like a dictator will tell you what to do, but they won't have any intention of doing anything themselves. They want you to put in all the hard work and effort and everything on their behalf. You work for them. A leader works with the person that they're leading. They're right there in the front lines doing whatever they need to do for the betterment of them both.
Yeah.
So that means if you're a boss and you bossing your woman, you're weak.
You ain't really
Okay.
a man.
It's really
You
what it
ain't not a
is.
leader.
You're weak is all I
Okay.
does. The woman runs it.
That's that false leadership.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Music Man said, I want the woman to know it's nice to see more of them embracing a more natural look. Know that marriage isn't for everyone.
Mhm.
I'm an active father post-divorce, so my children will always be priority one.
Mhm.
If you see things about me that you can fix to be more suitable for you, stop. Move on. I'm not the one for you.
Wow.
Well, it sounds like he's securing himself enough to know that he is who he is, and he doesn't want to waste your time or his time.
He also sounds like he's all about his kids and not about you.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Mhm.
it's like you either gonna respect it or you don't,
Or you don't.
and just understand that from the jump.
Yeah, if he's clear about that, some people can take it and some people cannot.
Right.
Move along, know where you are within your life. But I think the fair part is that he's clear about it up front.
Right, right. And I think that as a man, if that's your stance, I think that if you're interested in someone but your children are priority one, it's going to be imperative that you find a way to balance
Yeah,
Right.
having them as number one, but still making that woman feel like she's a priority as
Mhm.
well.
absolutely.
Not a battle, but a balance. I think
Right.
that that's going to be important because a lot of women, I hear a lot of women say that they feel like they're on the back burner
Mhm.
and not getting what they need because a man is maybe making up for the fact that they're divorced and the children are he doesn't see the children much, and so the children are always, I gotta be with my child, I have to do this, I have to pick them up, I have to take them here, I have to go there. But she feels, so where does that leave the woman? So I think it's important for men to figure out how to balance both, where both can feel loved and appreciated and important in their life.
And also, if you don't get divorced, it's the empty nest syndrome. So if you don't really figure out who your wife is or your significant other is while you guys have kids, then once the kids are gone, then it's like you're looking at each other like,
Strangers.
Well,
You'll
that's what I was
rediscover
thinking too.
each
Like
other.
the kids,
Mhm.
that person sounds like their kids are young because children grow up and leave the nest and have their own lives. So I think the balancing part is important. I think women are willing to be a part of the lives, but it's about the balance.
And I think you should be more wary of a person that doesn't want to be around their kids.
oh my gosh,
So
man, yeah.
you have to
True.
think what will happen if you are, not saying everybody wants kids in their next relationship, but if it becomes a thing, how is he going to treat your kids together? Because if he's treating what he already has like it's a burden and nothing that he loves, it's gonna
But
spill
I'll
over.
say this though, like you're like, how will he treat your kids? To me, from that, it kind of sounds like there's no room for any other children.
Now, like I said, it doesn't mean people.
And I guess
going to-
communication will have to determine that.
And it could be they have one kid already and they're young and they get into it and they may not have planned
Mhm.
for kids, but things happen.
Mhm.
And then he may be one of those people where, well, I'm out.
Right.
He drops responsibility as soon as it comes.
The wicked heart.
I can't stand that.
Right.
Moving on, A-Rod said, I want the black woman to know that the same way not all women are the same, neither are men. Please give the new man a fair chance and try not to make him pay for your last man's mistakes. Nothing will make a good man leave faster than treating him like the last man. Some of us are genuinely just trying to love you.
Aww.
That applies to not just men. That's
Across
the
Right,
board.
right.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I was bitter for a minute too, and then I had to get over that.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I'm over it, and it's like, oh, I can see clearly now.
Yeah.
The rain is like, stuff like that. So it's like, I'm not gonna say it's just for men. That's for
Yeah.
men, women, it's across the board.
And I think that's
That
why he
is a very
started
true
with
statement.
both the said not only men and women, put both in to say it's not that they're different, we're more of the same than people realize.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Daddy.
That name.
Big Daddy said, I want the black woman to know that we black men need them to have our backs and support us at all times. Even if she does not agree with the decision that one of us has made overall, we need the supreme support and understanding from the black woman. The society has created an intelligent plan of attack against the black family. The divide and conquer tactic has successfully destroyed our homes. If we don't have anything working towards our benefit, at least we have our black woman by our side. And with her support, we can accomplish anything we put our minds to.
Sounds good as long as it's not self-compromising.
Okay, elaborate, please.
So I am all in support with having your back, and being there for you, and being a united front. And we can come home and talk about it, and hopefully we can both grow. But at the same time, if it is something that is against my goals, my morals, my self-beliefs, and it is just something that you're not willing to grow and move from, or it's a thing that you continue to do, or I realize that is who you are.
Deuces.
But the word of the day is communication.
Yeah.
You have to be able to talk with one another and figure out where you both plan to go, whether it's together or separate. And once you figure out what that is, then you have to move in the direction in which you need to go.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's together.
Yeah, hopefully it's together.
Absolutely.
The goal is always to try to bring us together because there's so much divide, and I really like a movement of togetherness, compromise, communication, but still, and also self-care and self-love, making sure that you're loving and caring for yourself and acknowledging how you feel in situations, what you think, because those things are important. Nothing is more important than the other. They're equally important from both spouses, both people, whether it's a spouse or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a friend. So what would you say would be a good way that the black woman and black man can bridge the gap? Because there's a divide there.
They have to realize that no one person is bigger than the relationship. You can't have a relationship if you don't have both parties. So we both sacrifice for the greater good of the relationship. Not saying give your soul for something that's going to die, but if you feel like it's going to get together and it's going to stay together, do what you have to do. It should be making each other happy. I hear a lot of people say they want a 50-50 relationship, and it should never be 50-50. It should be 100-100.
And you know what? Also, understanding the struggles of the other. Black women have their own struggles. Black men have their own struggles. And the thing is, sometimes it's a divide on the communication of identifying the struggle of one another. And once you can kind of identify that, if you can sit and listen to what your spouse or mate is saying to you, and you can receive it, you can digest it, and then work towards helping that cause, then it's better. Because black men, they have a struggle. Black women have a completely different struggle. That's minority. And so I just really feel like as long as the communication is there, then you can actually grow as a couple.
All right, Shamika, bring us home.
I really love what both of you guys said. I think that it is about just not about self. When you are in a relationship, it is highly important, one, that you don't forget yourself, that you love yourself, and the self-care component, but also being willing to compromise and communicate with that person that you're with in hopes that you guys are both growing to a new level. So I think that that is highly important. The importance is being with somebody that wants to see you grow and thrive the same way that you want to see them grow and thrive. And then you guys can do anything.
So thank you so much. I ask that you subscribe, Serenity Relations with Urena. I'm open for individual therapy, couples therapy at serenitybehavioralhealth.net. You can make an appointment. You can also read a little bit more about me. And I'm also on Instagram, Serenity Be Health, and Facebook, Serenity Be Health. Thank you to my lovely, wonderful friends, Alexander, Shamika, Donald, and we hope you continue to support our work as we try to continue to bridge the gap in relationships, and hope to see you next time. Happy February.